Police have confirmed that a successful search and seizure warrant has been executed on controversial businessman Brown Mogotsi. This after Mogotosi met with the police's investigation team earlier today in the presence of his attorney. It's understood that Makotti also provided police with a statement on the sequence of events that took place on Monday night, following the alleged drive-by shooting incident in which he was involved.
The SAPS has successfully executed the search and seizure warrant that was issued for the 16th of October in Mahikeng for Mr. Brown Mogotsi. The team investigating the fraud, corruption and defeating the ends of justice case has also seized certain devices from him. The team met at Brown Mogotsi's lawyer's offices in Johannesburg. The team investigating the attempted murder case from the Fort Lawrence police station have also met with Mogotsi, and no further comment will be provided at this stage as investigations into both cases continue.
Yeah. For more on this, we're joined by legal analyst Melusi Xulu. Melusi, good evening. Thank you so much for your time. Really do appreciate it. The execution of a search and seizure warrant on someone does not necessarily mean that they are facing charges. It means that charges may be pending. How often is it that when a search and seizure warrant is executed and devices are seized and all of that, the charges follow shortly thereafter?
Good evening to you, Olivia, and to the viewers at home. Well, firstly, what is important is what is the police investigating at this stage when they have a search and seizure warrant. So in this case, one may assume safely that there may be allegations of defeating ends of justice. So if they do find that there's something that might have been done illegally, especially when it comes to defeating ends of justice, he might be arrested for those allegations. But it's not often that there's a search and seizure warrant, and if there's something that the police find, that you are not arrested. But it's just part of an investigation. Maybe for now, let's wait and see what the police will find instead of making assumptions without any proof.
Defending the ends of justice is a relatively broad charge. In what ways do the courts evaluate questions around the defeats of ends of justice?
All right. Basically, if you gonna define it in a general way, it's where one is tampering with the evidence or with witnesses, or one is maybe not reporting a certain crime that he should have reported. For example, if there's a reckless and negligent driving and you are the driver and you don't report that. Also, it's faking or making as if there's a certain crime that was committed allegedly. For example, if you remember, a couple of years ago, one of the actors in America, Juicy, I think it's Juicy Smollett.
Yeah.
He pretended as if he was being assaulted allegedly. That's what the allegations were. And in the end of the day, it was found that he was not assaulted. He just hired two guys to assault him. So the problem with defeating ends of justice in such a scenario is that so much resources are spent. For example, in this case, and again, I will repeat, it's still allegations. In this case, one of the experts, which are highly regarded, have been called upon the scene, your fingerprint experts and your ballistics experts as well. So it shows that the SAPS is making sure that this alleged assassination or attempt to the murder of Mogotsi is being fully investigated. So it's important that it's not a fake, criminal report, so to speak.
Yeah. How easy is it for someone to self-incriminate themselves in the process of an investigation when cooperating with the police?
It's very easy if you go to the police and you report what happened, and possibly you report what happened in a way that criminates you. That's why we always remind, as defense lawyers, of course, we always remind clients to not make any statements before consulting an attorney, so that when you make a statement, at least you do not say something that will incriminate you, whilst not seeing that it's going to incriminate you. So it's important to be aware what you are doing when you're making the statement. That is why I would say with Mogotsi, he was very careful to make statements alone. He had his attorneys with him. If I'm not mistaken, the reports are the police actually went to the lawyer's office, the lawyers that represent him, for him to make a statement. So it shows that he's making sure that he does not incriminate himself by making statements without proper legal advice.
Yeah. We've come to learn that it is quite common for police to pursue charges against someone who they consider to be an important witness or an important conduit of information. And they would use that as leverage to hope that that person would bargain to turn state witness and then cooperate with the state in such an instance. And of course, Mogotosi has been implicated in many things in recent times, before the Matlanga Commission, before the Ad Hoc Commission, because of his close relationship to, seemingly close relationship with Ket Matlala, because he has access or had access to sensitive state crime intelligence information. They would be curious to know how he got access to those sort of information. What are the chances that they consider him innocuous enough to bargain for him to turn state witness?
I think the chances are there, but it depends if Mogotsi does see that if he can bargain to be a witness, he will be able to, if there are charges that might be, and I'm saying might be, inverted commas, leveled against him, he might then use this as a bargaining chip or as a way of a leverage to at least be a state witness, and then at least nothing will be, charged against him. For example, the case that you just reported on, when Mr. Mhlongo was a state witness where he was involved in the matter. So those situations do happen. We call those witnesses Section 204 witnesses. But for now, I think with regards to what the allegations on Madlanga Commission and the Ad Hoc Committee, for now it's still being investigated. But if it does become a criminal case, then that's where maybe he might use those opportunities to be a state witness, if maybe he's implicated on allegations. And I'll repeat, if he's implicated on those allegations, because for now it's still allegations until proper investigations have been done. But for now, obviously, we've been seeing that there is some evidence which maybe might implicate him allegedly.
Yeah, we're going to have to leave it there. Melusi, thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate it. That's legal analyst Melusi Xulu.